Hey, how we doing? Happy Friday to you. Hope it's been a great week. And if it's not been all that great a week, hopefully you did some learning, and that way there you can noted what to do better for next time. David here with you, where we talk about what I call balancing the triad body, mind, spirit, and then use those elements to improve your health, wellness, fitness. Particularly, kind of focus on those that are a little more mature. You're coming either you're getting close to or you're in your second half century of life. And we want to make sure when you do this, when you work on your body, mind, spirit, you do it in ways that work for you and that fit into your life. So today's topic, this is one I was kind of it was going through my mind a little bit yesterday, and that is, what does health and wellness look like? And it kind of got me through, because partly it's something that I'm going through right now. I got something I'm kind of wrestling with and trying to figure out. So in one aspect, it looks pretty good. In other aspects, it's not. Also got me thinking about right after I had surgery for cancer. If you would have seen me, you wouldn't have think anything took place. But the tumor was in this sinus here, my right sinus, so it was an 8-hour surgery. But so all the trauma was behind the scenes, so you couldn't see what was going on. So yeah, what does health and wellness look like? Because we know, I shared a post yesterday, what you see isn't always what you get. I did that on my social medias, and I shared up two pictures. One is an iceberg, because we know that basically you only see a fraction, was only like 30% of the iceberg you see on the surface, everything is below it. And the other one happens to be a comical one. It's a shadow. On the corner is the gentleman, he's looked like a custodian, he's got a mop hanging over his shoulder, he's got a bucket, but the gentleman coming this way sees the shadow of a voluptuous woman. So what you see isn't always what you get. But with that, how many times in your life have you known people, or you yourself, have kind of put on a mask? You put on a front for certain things. And this could take place in a variety of areas. One is maybe your business is going great, you're making finances, but yet your health and relationships are miserable. There's other times people, excuse me, I always hate it when my throat does this, and I still haven't figured out the reason why yet. There are times people might have great relationships and health's okay, but maybe their business isn't going great. Or the people that are at work, they're always helping out, they're always bubbly, but yet home, they are depressed. You get the person that shows up, they do their thing, they're helping out, but yet they're thinking about taking their life every night. Again, we don't, so we get the mental one, sometimes we get the emotional one, sometimes we get the aspect where someone may have had someone just passed away, a relationship ended, job just ended, and they're having a dark night of the soul, so a little bit of a crisis interiorly. So maybe they're having a connection with the great spirit. They've lost that connection, so they're dealing with that, but you might not see it. I think about Chadwick Boseman, the actor who played Black Panther, died from cancer, but he had most of his coworkers. If I understood it right, most of his workers didn't even know it. So what it's going through is sometimes we do not know what health and wellness looks like. And I also think about this as I got a picture. A lot of times I save pictures and I'll share them up when I got there, and it shows a woman she would be overweight. But the idea is we don't know what health looks like. And I remember the television series called Martial Law. I think Arsenio Hall was in it. Samo, that's all I remember, the main character's name, Samo. The guy was big. He was definitely considered overweight, but yet he can move, and he was fast, and he was flexible. So again, what does health and wellness look like? Because what I'm saying is there's certain times where what you see on the outside, which almost all the time what we see on the surface isn't exactly what's going on below the surface. We don't know what type of internal conflicts people are going with. We don't know that maybe their best friend just passed away or committed suicide. We don't know they just got a terminal or not a very good diagnosis. We don't know how their business is doing. And that's one of the phrases I think you've seen on social media as well, is going, we don't know what people are going through, so treat everyone with kindness. I think that kind of goes through here, is we don't know what health and wellness looks like. And I should say this at the beginning, is that health and wellness. Now I look at it with body, mind, and spirit. It's the same thing I learned through Institute Transformation Nutrition. So we're looking at physical health and wellness, mental health and wellness, spiritual health and wellness. So you take all those three elements. But what does that look like on the surface? And we could sit there and talk about and probably figure out, well, physically healthy, fitness, we could probably come up with certain characteristics which mean that. But yet, it doesn't always mean it's there. Another way to think about bodybuilders, competitive bodybuilders. Bodybuilders on stage, they look, because their muscles are huge, but when they're on stage and in contest shape, Many times, most of them are close to death as they'll come because of the dehydration they go through, the carb depleting, everything they go through to get in a contact shape, to get the definition of muscle, to get the skin so thin, sometimes you can see the striations of the muscles underneath. A lot of times they're knocking on death's door, and there have been bodybuilders that have died on stage. So what does health and wellness look like? It's something to keep in mind on multiple levels. One is, we don't know what someone's going through. Just because what they look like on the surface doesn't mean what's going on behind the scenes. So behind the scenes in here and behind the scenes in the heart. And other times, because someone looks healthy, looks like they got everything together, looks like they got their stuff going on, might not be the case. I was thinking about this an old commercial came in. I don't remember what it was for. But it shows a guy, he's going through, he goes, yes, we got a like a membership to the country club we can't afford. Yes, we're going into all these events that we can't do. It shows he's driving a lawn tractor. He goes, we're in debt up to our eyeballs. Someone please help us. Or someone please help me. Spending so much money because they're keeping up with the Joneses, but yet they're not actually doing that. It's what's on the front. So, kind of went in a few different directions there, but I think you got the gist of the idea is we don't know what health and wellness looks like. Sometimes people put on a front, they put on a mask to show one thing, but yet sometimes they're even you'll find certain people when they share videos like this, they show one personality or one aspect to them, but when you meet them in person, they're completely different. Now for me, you'll find the same person. You'll find the same one that comes here. Yeah, there. And the same here as you find me in person. But do I put on mask at times? Yes. Yes, I do. So I got some stuff going on right now? Yes, I do. Do I want to talk about that in public? No, I don't. But yeah, not everything's always what it seems. So ponder that, keep it in for yourself, and realize what areas of health and wellness do you possibly need to work on. What are you masking? What are you hiding? What's going on below the surface that you aren't acknowledging yourself? And what can you do about it? And then also be aware of others. Sometimes you don't know what they're going through. So treat everyone with kindness. All right. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Enjoy it. And if the weather's nice, hopefully get out there and enjoy some of that sunshine, fresh air, and get some of that environmental spirituality going on. Get some body movement, get some exercise. Spend some time with family, friends, and enjoy it. So take care. See you Monday, and we will catch you then. So balancing to you. Bye-bye.